Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriki and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Christchurch survivor tells of near-death experience. Northerners urged to speak against racism and hate. And 3 allegedly assaulted due to religious intolerance.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spade.
Christchurch's Linwood Mosque is open for prayers for the first time since the attack. One man still recovering from his injuries says nothing that happened on March 15th, the day of the terror attack, will cause him to lose his faith. Commissioner Northern Chovesa has called on all Fijians of all backgrounds and faith to call out anyone who uses racist or hateful words, either online or in person. Vodea says acts of extreme violence like the one that happened in Christchurch last Friday often starts with words of hatred. Vodea was speaking at the interfaith prayer ceremony for the victims of the Christchurch attack in Lambasa yesterday. Eleanor Tarangaivu reports.
The people of the Northern Division have been urged to speak up against the unimaginable and monstrous shooting in Christchurch.
Staying silent and not speaking up would be an injustice to the victims and those and to us all who value humanity.
Speaking to hundreds who turned up at the interfaith prayer ceremony at the Lambasa Civic Centre yesterday, Vodea assured the Muslim community that they are well protected, saved and loved. He's called on all Fijians to call out those who commit racist or hateful acts.
Whenever you encounter someone who says something racist and hateful, whether it is online or in person, say something. Do something, have the courage to call them out and counter their hatred with reason.
Lambasa Ratu Chonengomate says people must now be more aware of how they express themselves because words often lead to actions.
Be very careful with the words that we choose. Because whether in private, in public, or in the internet that are done these days, those kind of words, people that take those kind of things to their advantage, we have a ready platform in the internet.
9 religious organizations, their heads and representatives, along with hundreds of people from all walks of life, including children, attended the interfaith prayer ceremony yesterday. Eleanor Tarangaivu, FBC News.
3 Tauke Muslim men claim they were assaulted by a group of villagers at Nasaim Bitu in Wainimbuka last week, alleging religious intolerance. The villagers claim the 3 men were constructing a small home that was to be used as a place for worship for Muslim followers in the village. This resulted in a village commotion, resulting in the alleged assault. Ali Kimbia with this exclusive report.
31-year-old Aquila Petero has always dreamt of building a home for his family of 4, his wife and 3 children. However, it took a drastic turn 2 weeks ago when his close relatives turned against his wish and allegedly assaulted him, claiming he was building a small masjid. Petero converted to Islam 3 years ago and did not face any problems or segregation from the villagers until a fortnight ago. He says it was also disheartening to see 2 of his cousins who also follow Islam roped into this commotion.
They stopped my car but took all the timbers and decided to lift it and continue moving forward. They started punching me, but I don't want to stop, so I kept moving.
Despite what's transpired, Petero maintains he will continue to build his home for the sake of his family.
My 3 kids were always sick at the house we were living now, as it was on the hill. Sometimes they have skin disease because there is no proper water supply, and that's why I asked my Muslim brothers to assist me.
Village headman Emosi Sorowanalangi told FBC News there was a misunderstanding amongst the villagers.
The police came and spoke to us and told us that no one has any right to stop anyone who is a member of the village to build their house because it's against our constitution.
Petero says he was financially assisted by his Muslim brothers around the country that enabled him to buy the building materials. Meanwhile, police has confirmed to FBC News they're investigating the matter. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
An elderly woman in her 80s is the country's latest road fatality victim. The victim from Vudi Road, Nausori, was a passenger in a vehicle driven by a 25-year-old woman from Nandi. The two with another woman were traveling to Nandi when it's alleged the suspect lost control of the vehicle. The accident took place in Komave, Singatoka, causing the vehicle to veer off the road and bumped a tree. The victim was rushed to the Singatoka hospital but was pronounced dead on arrival. The suspect and the second passenger were treated for minor injuries and discharged. The suspect remains in custody. The road death toll currently stands at 15 compared to 11 for the same period last year. The Fiji National Provident Fund has revealed that a vast majority of their over 429,000 registered members earn below $30,000 annually. FNPF Chief Executive Chochi Koroi says low wages are one reason for low member account balances. Pranita Prakash reports.
The Superannuation Fund has almost 430,000 registered members, out of which about 57,000 are over 50 years old and have balances below $10,000. About 64,000 members have zero balances.
90% of our members earn below 30,000. And I think the average based on the contribution is around 16,000 a year. So we're working with the majority of our members have quite low wages. The second one is irregular employment. Members sometimes break their employment, so that's a contributing factor. The third one is heavy withdrawals over the years. Even the grounds that were allowed before. As you know, we have now cut down the ground to the 5 core ones.
General Manager Member Services Alipate Wangerawai says with reform they hope to change this in future.
So what he was alluding to, in fact, is that the members that are going to be joining the workforce now, they will end up with very large balances because of the 70-30 that's now mandated by law. Because a larger proportion of their sum, they won't be able to take out. They are only allowed under very strict conditions in terms of first-time housing and land application.
The FNPF has 236,058 members who actively contribute throughout the year, while over 4,000 are voluntary members. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Still to come, state of health facilities discussed at provincial meet. And former bank officer shares her love for children. That's in Successful Fijians tonight.
Nambula FM, nambandua ya nasere.
Oya uvasit sai sai lambasa, ya ndo talita ina warong nambula FM nambandua ya nasere.
Gua da tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong nambula FM, nambandua ya nasere.
Wana mtuma nambula FM, nambandua ya nasere nawaluan.
Na vengo fani na tao nongo singa toka. Kito ndo talita kana nambula FM, nambandua ya nasere.
Bula FM, nambandua.
Raising the standard of the state of health facilities in the Tai-level province is something the Health Ministry is working on. Minister responsible, Dr. Ifiremi Wangainambete, highlighted this at the Tai-level Provincial Council meeting in Nausori this weekend, after numerous concerns were raised. Ali Kimbia with more.
The Health Minister says they are currently working on some plans to change the current setup of some health facilities in Nausori and other subdivisional hospitals.
Is how do we enhance the facilities that we already have? So in Nausori we have the Nausori Health Center and the maternity unit. There's an accommodation block for doctor which is actually vacant at the moment.
He says there is a lot to be done in order to improve health facilities around the country.
Also we have Bokasi Health Center and Bokasi Hospital. which is functioning at the moment. It's actually recently, last year, it underwent repairs and renovations that was budgeted for.
Meanwhile, Dr. Fremi Wanganembete says the ministry is aware of the difficulties faced by some Fijians in trying to acquire quality medical services. He says they're still looking for avenues to improve their service delivery. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Concerns continue to be raised as to why Fijians are still presenting cancer at a very late and sometimes serious stage to hospitals. This continues to be a huge worry despite the increase in cancer awareness around the country. Speaking at the MIOT International Cancer Conference in Nandi yesterday, Education Minister Rosie Akbar says it's shocking that some people don't present their cases at an early stage. Felipe Naikaso has more.
What do we do, ladies and gentlemen?
Not mincing her words, the Minister for Education stresses that barriers need to be broken to ensure that early cancer detection saves lives.
Why are our Pacific women reaching hospitals late? Why are they seeking doctor's advice late? I have seen, believe me, I was so disturbed with the last, my final year with Ministry of Health. When they come to hospitals to seek advice at the last minute, with flesh that is actually decaying, let me use it that way. I've seen that, and I think doctors here would agree with that. How do we let it go to that stage?
These experts have gathered to also discuss numerous facts of cancer treatment and ways to overcome it.
Over the last 2 years, we see an alarming increase in the incidence, the number of cases of cancer patients from Fiji who come to India for treatment to our hospital. Also, as you pointed out, there are a lot of young patients like in 40s, 50s, sometimes even in 30s, 20s.
So yes, we have seen a lot of cancers from Fiji at a very advanced stage, but some of them we are able to treat them so that they are able to prolong their life and have a decent quality of life.
The message was clear again from the top during discussions at this conference, and that was to ensure Fijians present cancer cases at a very early stage. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
Halting deforestation and restoring degraded land remain priorities as Fiji seeks Sustainable Development Goal 15, ending natural forest loss by 2030 and restoring deforested and degraded lands. Commissioner Northern Chovesa believes investing in forestry education is the answer. Eleanor Tarangai View reports.
At the heart of the International Day of Forest celebration lies the need to making future generations conscious of the benefits of trees and forests and the need to manage them sustainably.
By investing in forestry education at all levels, countries can help ensure there are scientists, policymakers, foresters and local communities working to halt deforestation and restore degraded landscapes.
Speaking at the International Day of Forest celebration in Tambia, Lambasa, Commissioner Northern Chovesa says Fiji has already set ambitious targets that will see to the protection of our traditional forest cover.
Government now has some new national priorities, which essentially includes the sustainable management of Fiji's forest resources to cater for both the current and future needs.
3 weeks ago, a campaign on spreading the gospel of the importance of forests was initiated. 72 schools in Vanua Levu took part in this campaign and planted a total of 4,504 trees, the highest planted across the 4 divisions.
Dear students, please be all reminded that understanding our forests and keeping them healthy is crucial for our future.
Nationally, 64,958 trees have been planted across Fiji since the launching of the 4 million trees in 4 years initiative in January. Eleanor Tarangai View, FBC News.
I was always looking outside myself for strength and confidence, but it comes from within. It is there all the time. This is a true reflection of our successful Fijian tonight, Sister Carlo Tuinaya, the sister in charge of St. Christopher's Home in Akasi, currently providing care, love and comfort to 35 children. Commonly known as Sister Carlo, the former bank officer from Tonga shares her years of service at the children's home. Akasita Tale has more.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Sister Caroline Tuinea was a bank officer in Tonga for 7 years. Although she loved her job, she knew she had a different calling. So in 1993, the then 25-year-old decided to step out her comfort zone and make a very tough decision: leave her family and accept a missionary post at St. Christopher's Home.
What am I going to do with children? Which means you have to bring yourself down to the level of the children, because you can't just tell the children all the time what to do. You have to become like a child. When a 6-year-old child comes to you, you have to understand her in her level. Or
Sister Carlo admits it wasn't an easy role to look after many children because she had no prior experience. It was a difficult learning experience as there were no tutors to provide training on how things are done.
When you are at home, mom do everything for you. It's about time to step up and serve. And not easy, because even also in the nursery, you are given a night to sleep with the babies, with other 2 staff, so 3 of you young girls who haven't had children, and we have to feed the children, the babies, especially those 1 month old or 3 weeks from the hospital. They are eating every hour.
Sister Carlo never failed to show appreciation of her calling, being a mother to more than 30 children from different backgrounds, and just like in any home, there's always highs and lows.
We raise boys here at St. Christopher's, and I recall very well that when they are 12, they just need to leave St. Christopher's because of gender. Their sisters remain, but the day the boys are leaving us, it's a day that we cry, because it's just like any other big families, that we say goodbye and then they move on.
Sister Carlo has gone through so many changes, having spent almost 3 decades. Compared to all the difficulties in previous years, things are much more simple and easy now. However, she, along with other strong women at the home, are tasked to bring up a child in the best caring environment to ensure they become better citizens.
Remember, when children coming here, there is stigma and trauma in their lives. So if they don't understand themselves, and for us to deal with them, they will come out and will be a big problem in the community. But if they accept who they are, it was not their fault that they come here.
Her 26 years of service shows that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. Ako si Tatale, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Coming up in sports, Fiji beats Mauritius in tough international friendly. And Digicel Fiji welcomes Team Fiji from Special Olympics. Details after the break.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singapore. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singapore.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Vodafone Fiji football side defeated Mauritius 1-0 in its FIFA International friendly match at Lautoka's Churchill Park this afternoon. The win makes Fiji the only consistent team in the international friendly after they beat New Caledonia 3-0 earlier this week before defeating Mauritius again today. Meli Tavanga reports.
It was a crucial start for both the teams as they were very tight in their defense and was scoreless at the halftime mark.
We struggle because their blood were boiling. But first we dedicate again this game for Chris Church and for the former player of Nandi who died last week. And I'm really happy for the boys because for first time we won 2 consecutively games.
The Fijian side regrouped in the second spell and saw star striker Roy Krishna netting the winning goal in the 58th minute.
To Malakai Rakula, Rakula to looking through Roy Krishna, and Roy Krishna has opened the account in the 58th minute of play.
As a striker, you need to gamble in the box, and
I knew maybe he could have missed and what he did. So yeah, I gambled, but I could have read his mind before I got the ball. So but yeah, there was a lucky touch and put it in. So yeah.
Mauritius coach Akbar Patel says it was a crucial game and they gave away penalties to the Fijian side.
It was a very tight game, very tough, very physical. The game was sometimes very hard. The two teams have the same shape, but the Fiji team we led them the ball and we tried to counter-attack.
Fiji's win in both the international friendly will push Fiji up in the FIFA World Cup rankings that will be released next month. Melita Banga, FBC Sports.
Police Blue finally ended their 34-year drought in the 43rd Fiji Betamara Sevens after beating Wardens Gold 2012 in the Cup final last night. The Blues earlier upset defending champion Tambandamu Blue in the Cup quarter-final, who held the title over the past 4 years. Meli Tavanga reports.
The police side had the first save from Johnny Tanoa, who went over the try line in the 7th minute of play.
That was Felipe Solturanga, number 11, so just getting my numbers right, but here's a chance for Police. And
Suliano Volleyball then added their second try to extend their lead 12-0.
Police will run away. Police will go in to score the try. Good work by Police.
Tumeli Kurisaru was awarded a yellow card for a dangerous tackle, allowing the Wardens to score a try before the halftime mark.
Strike back. Can they take advantage of six-men Police? And they've got the ability to do that. And here come the Wardens. The Wardens over the 22, and the Wardens will go in.
The Wardens regrouped in the second spell, enabling Joseph Mbilo to score their second to level the score at 12-0.
But it's there for Joseph Mbilo, and Joseph Mbilo will go through, and he will go in to score the try.
Kenny Douglas then scored the winning try in the extra time to seal the much-needed win for the Blues.
For Police, and Kenny Douglas, he wins it for Police.
Man of the final and Police Blue playmaker Levi Ikanikonda says indiscipline almost cost them the game.
We go for one yellow card that when Warden come back for a tie, and I was telling the boys that not the end, but we go down for our game plan and we control the game. That's why we go for a last minute try.
The Police Blue walked away with $11,000 prize money, while Wardens Gold settled for $5,000 as runners-up. Melita Banga, FBC Sports.
Team Fiji has been praised for their great achievement at the Special Olympics in Abu Dhabi. Digital Fiji today hosted a special welcome breakfast to honour the athletes after successfully bagging 7 gold, 4 silver and 6 bronze medals. Meli Tavanga reports.
Fiji was welcomed home as champions this morning after they became the best performing team in the region, ahead of New Zealand, who only secured 5 gold medals at the international meet.
Out of all the Pacific countries, including New Zealand, Fiji won more medals. So to be able to go further than a developed country like New Zealand I am really, and I think the team at Digicel, everyone is so happy for you guys.
Special Olympics Fiji chair Bifwa Sidal thanked Digicel Fiji for the financial support.
The sponsor Digicel have partnered with us on this, and we are very, very proud of who you are and what you have done for this country. Again, very well done, guys. Thank you.
17-year-old gold medalist Robert Rambak of Sunshine Special School in Lautoka acknowledged every Fijian for their massive support.
Very excited to win the 50 meters freestyle and backstroke. I did not expect it, but I'd like to thank my coach Siteri.
27-year-old Ada Turanga says winning gold in the 1,500 meters open water swimming competition was a big surprise for him.
When my coach told me that I won, I didn't believe her at first. I thought they were joking. Winning gold at the Olympic is something I will always cherish.
Team Fiji competed in 4 events including athletics, swimming, table tennis and football. Melita Banga, FBC Sports.
The Crusaders have suffered their first Super Rugby defeat in nearly a year, going down 2012 to the Waratahs in Sydney last night. The Tars certainly came out determined, scoring 2 tries in the first 11 minutes. The Chiefs claimed their first win of the Super Rugby season with a record-breaking performance against the Bulls in Pretoria this morning. The Bulls had the best defensive record in the competition, having conceded 56 points and 7 tries in 4 games. But the Chiefs ran rings around their opposition. For the second straight week, the Rebels had another poor performance as they faded badly to lose 28-14 against the Sharks in Durban. A week after conceding 31 unanswered points to lose with the last kick of the game against the Lions in Johannesburg, the Rebels let slip another golden opportunity at Kings Park. Meanwhile, the Lions registered a hard-fought yet comfortable 37-24 win against the Sunwolves. The Sydney Roosters put on a masterclass performance as they beat Manly Sea Eagles 26-18 in their NRL match last night. Manly had no answers with a 37% possession rate in the first 40 minutes, while they were outmuscled in the middle against the Roosters outfit. The Cronulla Sharks poured the pressure on the Gold Coast Titans with a dominant 26 NRL win to ensure skipper Paul Gallen celebrated his club record milestone match in style last night. Occasional showers with heavy falls was experienced over parts of the group. Taking a look in the west, it was a cloudy day, no rain but windy conditions. Eastwards from Pack Harbour to Suva, similar cloudy conditions, but there was heavy rain in most areas. And up north, rain and thunderstorms in Lambasa and Savusavu. At sea, easterly winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas, poor visibility in areas of rain and thunderstorms. For the tides, low tide at 3:15 a.m. with high tide at 9:19 tomorrow. Sunrise at 6:09. For tomorrow's occasional showers with isolated heavy falls over Lau and the Lomaiviti group, the eastern parts and the interior of the other larger islands. And looking further on to Tuesday, expect much of the same conditions. Recapping the main stories for tonight, Christchurch survivor tells of near-death experience, Northerners urged to speak against racism and hate, and 3 allegedly assaulted due to religious intolerance. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, this week we are asking, will you pledge to call out hate and racist speech on social media? Visit our FBC website to answer. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page, FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Kritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.